Hey guys, welcome back. Magic in the Basement here for a quick combo. Um, today, it's not necessarily a combo in itself, but more of synergies and standard synergy. I guess it's a combo at the end, but just wanted to go over some cards that really work well together. That are overlooked. These are really cheap cards. I think most of them are 50 cents, quarter, 15 cents, whatever. I think the highest one I'm going to be talking about is like $3. So these are overlooked, they're cheap or whatever. So anyway, green white, we got um, this card right here. All right, it's a saga, one of the sagas, the Song of Freyles, okay? It's 2 mana. Okay, and we talked about sagas. They come in, they do 3 things, and they get sacrificed. This one comes in, you makes all your creatures produce any color mana for 2 turns. On the 3rd turn, they all get +1/+1, uh, indestructible, trample, vigilance, and +1/+1. Then this goes away. So what we're going to talk about is what you could do with this. So the combo I'm talking about is this along with this. So this comes on turn 2. By turn 4, we're going to play this. Destroy all the creatures, gain a life for everything. And because of the Song of Freyles, your creatures are indestructible. So this won't kill your creatures. So you're one side wiping the board. Okay, so on turn 4, wiping their board and smacking them for a bunch of damage is pretty devastating. I mean, turn 5 you could pretty much win if you in the right circumstance. So how do we get there? Okay, so turn 1, drop a mana, green mana, play an elf. Or heck, if you got a white mana, you could drop a white mana and play like a Dauntless Bodyguard. This is a good card in itself. It's a 2/1 for a 1 mana. Comes in, you pick a creature, and you can sack it and give that creature indestructible in the turn. Now, if you're playing this on turn 1, obviously the ability doesn't go off, but it's a 2/1 1-drop. Or you could play, a 1-drop. You got Dauntless Poet, which is also a 1-drop, a 1/1 for 1-drop. Now this card I like because you can sacrifice and get an enchantment back from the graveyard. So if you 1-dropped this on turn 1, by the end of the turn when you do the combo and this goes away, this will still be around. So after you attack with it, on the next turn, or you might not even attack with it. So on turn 4 you could save this one, or attack with it, your choice. But on the next turn you could sack it, bring this back to your hand, and redo it all over again. So, this has value even though, it doesn't look like it. So 1-drop, you can drop, turn 1, you can drop one of these 3 cards. You got 3 options. And they're all cheap cards, like I said. They're all 1-drops, they're all cheap, they're like 10, 15 cents. People give them away, whatever. Um, so you got your turn 1 1-drop. Turn 2, you play your other mana. If you drop the white on turn 1, you definitely want to drop a green on turn 2 to get your elf out. You want to get your elf out before turn 4. That is a big part of it, because you're going to need the extra mana from this on turn 4 to actually play your turn 4 Fumigate and wipe the board, because it's 5 mana. So once your Freyles clicks to 3, you lose the ability to tap all your creatures for mana. So you're going to need his innate ability to get the extra mana. So turn 1, you're dropping a creature, say elf. Alright. Turn 2, you play another mana, you drop your Freyles. So you got a green out, you got a white out on turn 2. You got your elf and your and your Freyles. Now you got an extra mana. So if you did have a poet or a bodyguard, you could play that too. So let's just say you got a bodyguard. So on turn 2, you got your elf you got your Bodyguard, and you got your Fraleys on turn 2. Okay? Pretty good turn 2. So on turn 3, you drop your mana. You got, on turn 3, it would tick down to number 2 on its list, which still means that these provide mana of any color. So on turn 3, you drop your mana. So you've got your 3 mana and 2 additional mana from creatures. Okay, so that opens you up for a lot. You got 5 mana on turn 3. 5 mana. Heck, you could drop a Gearhulk. Turn 3 Gearhulk. Boom. Now you got a 4/4 out, making one of these other guys a 4/4, boosted up by 4. That's powerful. That's a freaking turn 3 Gearhulk. Or you could drop, you're playing green-white. You could drop this out. Since these tap for any mana because of the Fraley's ability, his triple white isn't a big deal. Because if you got 1 white mana or 2 white mana, you could tap one of your other creatures for the additional 3rd mana. Or, if you got 1 green or 2 green and a white, you could tap them, get the white mana. So you could play him and still have 2 mana left. You could do, you could play, Chandler's Glory Bound Initiate. You could do lots of different things with all that mana. So, or, there's the other, standard champion too. This is a 5/4. On turn 3, that's a big deal. Turn 3, 5/4, wow. I'm just saying, that's powerful in itself. I mean, like I said, because of these tapping for any color mana, his trip green isn't a factor at that point, So let's say you dropped it, okay? So turn 3, you play him. So now you got these 4 cards. So you got a pretty good board set up. You got your 3 creatures and your Fraleys. Oh, your 3 creatures and your Fraleys. Alright, so now you can block with these. I wouldn't let them die. Your opponent's not really going to, attack you because he knows on your next turn they're all going to get +1/+1, and he's going to need blockers. In his mind, that's what he's thinking. So he's going to try to manipulate this and say, okay, whatever. I mean, even though if he does have blockers, they still have trample. Don't forget that part. But that's not going to matter. But I'm saying it's a psychological thing with your opponent because he's going to hold up blockers. So he's not going to attack you. So you can swing with these anyway. He's not going to attack you. But I wouldn't swing with your elf or this guy because you want to keep them for your next turn. So whatever happens, you got this. So that's your turn 3. Okay, so turn 4, they all get +1/+1, and then this goes away. You drop your other mana, so now you have to have 2 white mana at this point, no matter what, because you need your 2 whites for your Fumigate. Okay, that is something to remember. So at turn 4, you need 2 white mana and your elf to have your 5 mana. Okay, so turn 4, these are now you get your buff. So you got a 2/2 elf, a 3/2 bodyguard, and a 6/5 knight. So that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage on the board. 11 power on turn 4. 11 power turn 4. So your opponent's probably thinking, he's kept his creatures to block with. So now you tap your mana and this. So I guess it's not really 11 mana. It's really, 11 power. It's only 9 power. So you tap and then boom, you just board white. Okay? Now he's got no creatures. You got your 6, 7, 8, 9 damage coming at him. Turn 4. He's got no board. You're swinging in for your 9 damage. And they, have vigilance. Okay? So they got trample, vigilance, and destructible. They didn't get blown up. So, you got your vigilance out there. They they don't tap. So next turn you can, if he does something crazy, they're still there to block. If he plays a haste creature or whatever, you still got blockers. So you're hitting him for nine damage turn 4. He has no board state, so he's at 11 life now, if not less. If you took a pot shot here or there. So turn 5, you can pretty much he's at 11 life and no board state. So turn 5, you got your 5, 6, 7, 8 damage on the board. Turn 5. Now, if you did have a Gearhulk, you win because you pump up, you swing in for game. If you have something crazy like this, you win. This is a overlooked card. So it's 3 mana. You turn all your lands into 2/2 elemental creatures with reach, indestructible, and haste. They're still lands. So he's got no board state. He's at 11 life. If you played that, you've got your 4 mana, which all become 2/2 lands. 2/2 creatures. So it's 8 power. Plus your other creatures, you swing for game. Turn 5. And this isn't like magical happy holiday land where you need all these things to win. You know what I mean? These are just what ifs. All you really need is your Freyalise, your Elf, and your Fumigate. All the other pieces are what ifs. You know what I mean? So you don't need your Knight or your Bodyguard. You might have had, a Snow Leopard, or you did get your Gearhulk on turn 3. Turn 3 Gearhulk, that is the magic land. But or you might be playing this in the deck. This is a great card too. Or you got your this instead of your green one. This is good too instead of your green one because it's pumping up your other creatures. So this is just pretty strong. These turn 4, boom, wipe the board. You're gaining life off of this too. So if they pecked you down a little bit, don't worry about it. Don't even block. You know what I mean? So say they dealt, 5, 6, 7 damage and they think they're in the lead. You're just going to get this, you get, 3, 4, 5 damage life back, wipe their board, hit them, big turn swings. You know what I mean? That's a big reversal right there. So like I said, it might not be like the normal combo I normally talk about, the infinite stuff, but this is something in standard that's very cheap, that's very overlooked, that you could build, say, 10, 15 bucks, if that. Go to your F&M, have a great time, and have something that you built inexpensive, have fun with it, and it probably will do very well. So, I hope you enjoyed this quickie combo. I know it was a little long, but I just hope you guys enjoyed that. I'll be coming back tomorrow with another one. Until then, hope you guys have a great night, and I'll see you next time.